Bing, 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 bing. All right, it's Sam and Michael. It is website one time. We've got about an hour here, if that. We were going to look at the possibly integrating PayPal into the system. Website one. My gosh, it is suddenly very sunny here, which is slightly unexpected. I'm going to pull in. What have I got here? The dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that is the sort of stuff that I was working on last week. Let's have a look at Agile Ventures. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is what I've also managed to do last week is I've got new plans up. So we've got payment endpoints for things like Premium Mob.
Right.
Anyway, but so yeah, I mean, I guess my idea with PayPal is that, well, I guess when we click up for this it goes straight to the credit card thing. So this is.
I mean, the other thing I worry about with Async Voter is there's a lot of people that are in that project.
Yes.
And there's a lot of kind of undirected energy.
Yes.
Like the early days of website one.
Yes. I mean, well, and that's absolutely. I'm seeing the danger is that like a lot of code gets written without necessarily a core of keeping it slim and simple and sensible. And we've also got a lot of people who maybe haven't taken
and then
the MOOC or got this idea of the kind of simplicity. Go on.
And then the problem with that is that, like, probably all those people are going to disappear.
Very possibly. I mean,
somebody else is going to have to maintain it.
Well, indeed. Yes, as we're doing for website one, and I think, I mean, I think it's a fundamental challenge in that we're doing here in Agile Ventures is that this bringing people together in loose teams, and people want to practice their skills.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get kind of working software out at the end, and it's sort of the same problem that Armando faces with using his students every year to sort of build systems and bits and pieces.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, we have to keep on working on how to address that, and it's yeah. I mean, if we can ultimately sort of crack it, then eventually,
I guess if you become successful enough, you can
write a book and appear on talk shows about how to do it.
Well, if Agile Ventures becomes successful enough and can get enough money, it can hire some of the better people, that in the organization.
Absolutely.
And then all that, because like to a certain degree, we train people and stuff,
right?
But then they kind of go off.
Yes, they do,
and we lose that.
Yes.
That skill building that we spent time building up.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And I think that's. I mean, this is one of the things with the pairing.
If you had more ways to compensate people, then you could retain more of that talent potentially.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Even if just on like a part-time basis or whatever.
Yes, totally. Yes. I totally agree. I've got a little bit of code lying around here that is related to what this is refactoring Cucumber steps for edits.
The other option is that we become 10 times more productive.
Yes. Well, I think we creep up slowly on both of those. If we can get more people sign it, the idea with the mob plan, and that we've got this face-to-face.
I mean, you and I become 10xers.
Well, yes, I'm sure we can.
Launch at 10xers.
Indeed. Let's see what we can do. This one is here. It's like various improvements needed. Make sure DeLorean being used effectively, and all desired outcomes tested for.
So I feel like right now we're like 1.5 maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's a yeah. Like, who knows? Um, I uh, so this is Refactor edits Hangouts URL steps. I mean, I think that the thing about the pairing that the benefit that Pivotal Labs gets, for example, from doing the pairing, or other groups that do it, is sharing stuff through the team, is a lot of the benefit comes from the same people staying around and the knowledge sharing through them, and it kind of builds up for a very powerful. So this is adjustments to scenario for completeness, and it's we like say there's a lot of people who potentially get value from Agile Ventures, but then it's sort of a bit like a black hole. We're frittering away at the edge as people sort of radiate out. I think already that the process of having the premium has meant that we've now got sort of a core of people who are staying slightly more engaged than they might have otherwise have done. They've got a little bit more in there. And then do we have here? This was I mean, yeah, but like if the idea with the premium mob is that some of this money, like different people can run mob sessions on things, and then and this is like premium face to face is like for like 1 hour pairing as opposed to 2 hours, which is the full premium. Is like if we get people signing up for this, then you kind of have an assigned mentor, and then some of this money would go to that person. And yeah, I think it's all part of this long-term sustainability. So I've cleaned up that code there. I'm going to go back into develop. I mean, the ridiculous thing about coding overall is how much time it takes, to get all of this stuff done. It really does seem to require like teams of people like tapping away on an edifice, to move it forward. Looking for the PayPal thing now. We want issues. We want.
Well, I mean, I think it's just that people expect things faster now.
Yes, and high quality. They want. I mean, I think if we could somehow have this really polished thing that showed people kind of videos of how to get everything done and lead it all through, we could. I mean, and like. Yeah, I mean, we have to keep tapping away at the individual things. Like this is a little scene here that might create a trickle of extra funds coming in, and then try and use those wisely and so on, and keep tapping away at the different things. So this is like add PayPal payments. So it seems like PayPal, they support the what they call PayPal subscription payments of some kind, and you were pointing to a Ruby library,
right?
So I mean, there are systems that like claim to do credit card processing and PayPal and several other things, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, that makes me
suspicious.
Yeah. So or just like okay, so I kind of sort of trust Stripe and I kind of trust PayPal, but then like a third party who's going to do both my Stripe and PayPal, I'm not sure.
Right.
But so
I think PayPal works entirely through redirecting.
Right.
Callback hooks. It's not like Stripe,
where
there's like a JavaScript component.
Sure.
Because like when I use PayPal for like most of my stuff online, because they provide like security and stuff, and
sure,
provide like guarantees for fraudulent use.
So
plus I just don't want to give out my card number to like everyone in the world.
Sure.
Because they all have varying degrees of security around them.
Yeah.
So, but the way that PayPal works, have you ever used it?
Yeah, I've used PayPal quite a lot.
Like you click on the thing and it redirects you to their website.
Right.
And then when their website's done, it
and then it comes back. Yeah.
And they get I assume then they get a token that says
right,
represents what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And,
there's probably not the JavaScript component like we have with Stripe.
which sounds good. So it looks like here it says like, you know, this is the library. So fair enough. It looks like we can just follow the instructions here. I'm on a branch, like this. Where's Stripe in there? Let's put next to Stripe. Yeah, I mean the other, like you're saying about async voter, and I mean there's other thing in kind of, you know, it's sort of like herding cats. There's kind of like, you know, in some ways I kind of want to move people around and so on for the benefit of the community, but actually, you know, people can often not necessarily react to that. So I mean, this is very, you know, you've got to be like, what I've learned over the years, it seems you've got to be really sort of cautious applying pressure to people to do anything, because they can get, you know, in particular, what can happen is that they will just not like it and then just disappear because they're like, oh, I don't like being, you know, pressured, and it's yeah, just got to be careful. So we've got this PayPal SDK installed for other. So basically, yeah, that's the install. That's for other regression. Load for it. No, we don't need any of that. Okay. OpenID Connect samples. So we've got these things. There was somebody else over here. Process payments with PayPal enrolls Part 1 basic checkout. Somebody's got a thing.
There's a list of recurring payments to the top.
At the top of here?
Yeah, it says recurring payments.
Oh yeah, Part 3 there.
That's probably really what
so
we want.
This is a tutorial from Launch School walking through. Yes. Yeah, right. Recurring payments. There we go. So they've actually got a branch here of something there. There are 2 previous steps which were covered in the Part 2 charge credit cards. I'm kind of, I mean, there's ideally I would like to be working from the, like, this gets to here. I wonder if we go and see what it has actually created. I'd like to be working from PayPal docs about what they said. Do we have something that's specific to like sites? Is there like a dev.paypal.com?
I don't know.
Let's do PayPal developers. PayPal developer, there we go.
Developer.paypal.com.
We'll just have a look at what has been, so it's created a couple of files for us here in the config directory. App config, we get paypal.yaml, which has some stuff for us. Okay. And also initializes paypal.rb. Okay. So that's not good. And then here we go. So this is now developer experience. Quick pay using payment buttons and stored payment details. I mean, I also want, like, you know, could it also be almost completely, I guess we've got to link it up to, we've got to link it up to other thing. Let's like, because like, I think, you know, you can just have like HTML buttons that you stick in the page. And then there's a payments REST API there. SDKs. Yeah, and then, right, so that takes us to here. So this is basically the end of there, and then it has these samples. So it almost seems like these ones would be connecting behind the scenes. Like this is like you were talking about, you know, going the PayPal button and then it redirecting to one page and then coming back to it. This REST API, that makes it look like you'd just be connecting on the back end. You could like have a button and, you know, you provide your own form and you set it up, right?
I mean, I'm not sure.
No.
Like, what's in that gem or whatever?
Well, I mean, it's a gem that's like.
If you go, yeah, if you go into the lib file, because that's where the code lives. Rest. There's a lot of code in there, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, just the fact that it says at the very top level, this is a PayPal for RESTful APIs,
Right.
and all the code examples in the README here they're not involving like add this bit of HTML to your view. They're like, okay, I'm
Right.
just gonna, do this stuff on the back end. I mean, these guys here, they say they've actually got a repo. It seems they've got like, so what's this repo here? It's like PayPal Basics. There. This. So this is a product. Is managed. Okay, in that. So that's the blog to it, but then they've got a particular branch, which is the recurring payments branch. And then, I mean, I guess sort of what I'm tempted to do is take a clone of this goat leaf. I mean, it may not necessarily be the best one on there, but it may or may not even work. It's probably sensible to grab this and see if we can get it working to understand better what's going on. So look, the goat leaf. Goat leaf clone like that. Recurring. Oh, I haven't gone into it. Really?
So there's classic docs for billing buttons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't know that Ruby 2.1 is not that old, is it?
There, I think.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, I think I set up one of these on the funniest computer ever for donations. It's funniest computer ever.org.
But it doesn't hit back to something.
No, well, it just, I mean, I got this donate button.
Right. But we kind of need it to.
Yeah, we need it to not just receive the money. We want it to
tell us.
Yeah. Although the first version that I did with the Stripe, it didn't do anything on our site at all. It didn't.
Right. We kind of
database. So I mean, like a very very simple spike of this would just be saying, let's have some support, some mechanism. Like this has even got like a option to make it recurring here. So I mean, we could even just basically create a button there. Could we, and just stick it in the view, and then that would just, it wouldn't link up, and I'd have to do that manually. But because the key thing is that it may be that a load of people will now start paying with PayPal, or it may be like the person who said that he would pay with PayPal, actually, if I put the button up, he won't do it, and actually no one else is interested. In which case, it's kind of like, we want to do like the absolute minimum. I mean, I don't know, my extreme. What is it even called now? Is it Extreme Agile? Is it Extreme XP? Extreme XP? Before we start investing time, or too much time in the other thing. I don't remember even how I did that. How did I create that donate button? So I also got Agile Ventures approved as a charity on.
There's a listing like I just showed you, and it says
this one.
So it says you need a business or Premier account at PayPal.com.
Yeah, I have one of those. Yeah. So maybe I should go and log in that.
Is it associated with Agile Ventures? Or?
It is, and it's also approved as a charity in Agile Ventures, in PayPal.
What does that mean? Did they give you benefits?
Like, it means we pay less. Okay. Like, what's that thing called? Not the fee or whatever.
Yeah, the transaction fee.
The transaction fee is lower.
So if you just put that up.
Yeah, so we've got here, and the tools.
Then you'll need to manually.
Right. And then this one's open the PayPal button creation page, your PayPal account summary. At the top, they select tools and then all tools. Okay, let's go to all tools. Okay. We've updated the tools page. Okay. Click show me to see how it works. Do I want to see how it works? Favorites. Click the heart of your favorite tool and it will appear in the tool members. Okay. Aha. Scroll to my PayPal buttons.
It says right there's a thing called recurring payments that might be
There is. Yeah, manage
like
payments.
probably need to set up a subscription.
Yep. I guess there's PayPal buttons. Okay. Well,
and then I imagine you'll get automated. You'll probably get emails when people sign up.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you'll have to go in and manually set them to be whatever they are.
Well, let's see. So I've got an existing Agile Ventures button, which is like a donate button that maybe I've never used. Okay. So we've got the ability to make buttons here. So we've got sample, we've got item name, the create new button. So choose a button type, subscriptions, item name, premium, subscription ID, premium, currency, GBP, billing amount each cycle, 10, customize button, add a drop-down menu with prices and options, add a no, never, trial periods. I guess to be consistent
7 days, right?
with our amount to bill for the trial periods, yeah, it will just to be consistent with our other offering. Do you want to offer? No. Use my secure merchant account ID. Okay. And then 3, track inventory, save button at PayPal, protect your buttons from fraudulent changes, and customize advanced features optional. Need your customer's postal address? No. Take customers to this URL when they finish checkout. So I guess we could have like
have an endpoint that hits and says
right. And says, yeah, I mean we've got that page that we direct to people to. We've certainly got a view that we could do, and it says like
plug something in there. It'll probably show us the template for it.
Yeah, I mean I guess for this one, let's maybe we can come to that. It almost feels like if we create this button, so this is like a premium button then here, and we get this code. So that's sort of, I guess that implies that we could just go into the view page of the charges controller, and if we look at, so we've got our premium page here. So we've got one form there, which is that one, and then we could just stick that in here, and that would be the same thing there. And so if I run, let's see if I got
run your Rails server and see what it looks like.
Yeah, I'll just restart it. I mean, it actually almost really computer. Yeah, it feels like we maybe don't even need those changes. Well, I mean,
we probably don't need the back end then. Maybe.
Not at least not immediately. Well, and even if it redirects, we can have it redirect, and then with the if it lets us have the data,
it can hit an endpoint.
Right.
We can also require that they're signed in.
Yeah.
So we know who they are, and then just
right.
When it hits that one endpoint, then you know.
Yeah. Now what's this room? That's 3,000. So here, and this will be charges new plan equals premium. Oh, okay. And then we have a subscribe button there, which is kind of like low res and clunky, but so I guess the key things that, I mean, it's interesting, like we've got,
I mean, you could have, I mean, yeah, just thinking you can move that to the right and basically have it say, you know, pay with Stripe, you know, pay with.
Absolutely.
Can we change what's in that button?
Good question. Yeah, so here,
subscribe, can we change what it says?
I mean, it looks like it's going to like a specific object here, which is this GIF, which is kind of an ugly GIF. It's like much lower resolution than, oops, what are you doing? Wrong thing, come here. Stupid thing, all right, go there.
So what we could do is we could wrap that in something that says, you know, pay with PayPal.
Indeed. I mean, that's got that standard thing. We could. I mean, the interesting question about whether it will give us. I wanted you over here. Whether it will give us the op. Let's go back to, so now can I go and look at all tools, PayPal buttons. Presumably that should appear as a, so we've got this premium thing there. We've got edit button.
I guess in England they don't do Halloween, right?
Oh, they do. Oh, they do. Yeah.
Oh, they do.
They do. I mean, yeah. Oh, look, customized text or appearance.
So your kids are doing?
Yeah, there's a thing. There'll be trick or treating tonight. Yeah. Use smaller button.
Will you be taking them around, or?
That depends. Our friends are like having a Halloween party. I will see if I attend. Oh, okay. So we've got the button. The button text options are subscribe or buy now. Yeah, that's our. And we basically. Oh, it says use your own button image. So we could have our own image there.
Right.
Which, I mean, in some ways, that would be
better.
It would. I mean, I think the page would probably look kind of nicer if we had two, like similar resolution,
similar style to.
Yeah. So like this one would say, "Sign me up for premium." I mean, it would. I mean, I guess, in fact, here it's like, we could have sign me up for premium via credit card and sign me up for, I'm sure, but yeah, it would be nice for the things to look kind of consistent.
I mean, sign me up for premium via Stripe or something like that.
Yeah.
Then people would see. I wouldn't say credit card, like, even though it is.
No, okay, right. Just say
then.
Yeah.
That, I think that gives people the impression that we're actually handling the credit card.
Right. Sure.
Which is less secure.
Yeah.
Not saying that you're.
No. I totally. No, that was one of the concerns that one of the things I was also doing was canvassing a lot of premium members individually about things, and one of the concerns that came up was like, are our credit card details secure? So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the credit card never touches our server.
Indeed, it doesn't.
So.
Right. And I'm just yeah. I mean, in some ways, I don't even really want it to be an image. I'd just like it to be, this style of button. But I guess we're not. I mean, the options for us here are either use the existing PayPal button or use our own image. I mean, I think probably the way to go.
Quickest way is use the.
Yeah, is use the PayPal button. Is use theirs. And not get too hung up on it for a moment. I think at least removing all of the underlying debit or credit card logos, this kind of looks slightly weird and tacky.
Well, the thing is that you either it's kind of weird. Like PayPal is kind of like they take any form of payment almost now.
They do, yeah.
You can either have an account or you don't even need an account. And you just enter your credit card, and it's like a one-off thing.
Right.
They're just desperate for you to give them money.
Indeed, as are we all. So, right. Subscribe. I mean, I guess the other thing that we could almost do there is, this is sign me up for premium. Is the exclamation mark ridiculous? I mean, would it?
That makes sense. I mean, with the Stripe thing, and then.
I'm just doing this here to get like some buttons. But so, for example, if it looked like, what have I done there? Doubled that up. If it looked like this, what would we think?
Look okay. I mean, I would color that yellow.
Yeah.
So that it looks. I would use like the standard,
PayPal colors.
PayPal colors, because then it's more likely that people would see the difference.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Be more of a contrast
I'm
in
not.
addition to the words.
I guess we've then got a thing there of like Stripe customized checkout buttons. So checkout reference Stripe. Stripe checkout custom button. Someone else searched for creating custom payment form, custom Stripe checkout button.
What are you trying to do at this point?
Right now I was just going to try and change it to yellow, like you suggested.
Well, you could do it in the browser, probably. I don't know, maybe.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
maybe
I mean, I probably can change the color. Yeah, maybe we just go to. If I inspect it, and then yeah, where's the color? Because it's got like the shading in it, but I guess it's maybe from. Well, see, it's got like several colors that are like. If I try and change that to a yellow, how do I just hit OK?
it's not having an effect on.
I mean, I think there's like a series of. I want you to be full screen. Go on, silly thing. All right, here we go. We're in that. Which button are we in? Come this button. Inspect. Like I have to feel that there's like kind of. I don't know if there's a single. Obviously, the colors are appearing here in multiple locations, and I'm wondering if there's just a. That's like the background color. There's like a whole background image there, like. There's
Right, you have to change that.
mixing 3 different colors. Like, so if it was the case that they had a place where you could just
change that color.
Yeah, like the root color that they were using from this.
No. I mean, change.
Go on.
The 3 mixed colors. If you change them to all the same.
Yeah.
All yellow. What happens?
Well, at the moment here.
Then there'd be no gradient, right?
There would be no gradient. It's there, and it's changing both of the images.
Right, but go and change the other ones too. So that they're both yellow.
Okay.
Like all 3 are yellow.
Sure.
And then change the text so that it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
What if PayPal's colors are different than that? But yeah, they're like a blue. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I think like it will probably look more consistent if there's some way for. This was custom CSS. They're interesting. Custom logo and text. Button.
Do you? It's kind of a random question. Do you have Skyrim?
Skyrim. I think I know of Skyrim. I don't think I have it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Because I was going to say that they brought out a enhanced edition of it.
Oh yeah.
If you have the original game on Steam or whatever,
right?
PC with the DLCs, the expansions, then that enhanced edition with better graphics and 64-bit support is free.
Okay.
Like you get it.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking here, just for the moment, like it seems to me here that they don't have a quick mechanism for changing the color.
Right.
And I think, like, you're absolutely right. I think that the people, they probably need more. But I think, like, just for us, in the very first instance, to test that it works, probably the path of least resistance is that if I just take a little copy of that, like so, and then I grab that, and would it let me upload an image, or it wants a URL even. So this is that. I can even copy the drop. I mean, I should move it into the other thing, but let's just see what it looks like. We've got here. This is. Let's go back to Now I want to edit my buttons. Where are my buttons? PayPal buttons. This is the button. We want to edit the button. We want to see if, I mean, the alignment's probably going to end up being awful, but customize text for appearance, use your own button image. What's this? Stick that in there. That would need to be a 1. Save changes. And I don't know if that will even, okay, so it's just inserting that straight in there. So conceivably it would work. And then we would, okay, and then we may even not need to use this sort of dummy thing. It could just be this. And so we come back to here, and this would look like, what will this look like? We'll have, ooh, too big. But, so I can make that, I can fix that fairly easily here. If I open that with preview, and I can fix up. Let's do that. What's the width of this button? The existing one. We have like a. Just tell me if I inspect this, it will tell me the width. We've got min height, line height, background.
If you look under computed, it might.
Oh yeah. Computed there, 218.788. I'll put 220 because I've got like a little bit of edge bit. I need to come back to here. Let's. This was the thing from this guy Ashley about the flow through our website. I posted a link to it in website one the other day. Tools, adjust size. What did I just say? 220. Okay. That will take a moment to, okay, no, not yet. Save that there. You should now be smaller. You are.
Did you put it on your Dropbox? Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, it ends up being
fuzzier. It's smaller.
Yeah, I guess that sucks. I guess it's almost, I mean, I guess in the first instance, for the purpose of testing it, we don't actually need to even put it on this page. Like, probably before putting it on this page, which is kind of like live and in production, we could just say, you know, we could have a separate page, which is like PayPal sign up, and we could have the buttons for the 5 things, right?
Yeah.
That would be maybe the more sensible way to go. So we can, I've got a copy of that. We don't need that. So I think the thing to do is, yeah, and in fact, actually, we don't even need to do any. We can test all of this without having to deploy any code or what have you. What I can do is, if we go in here, come on, and Heroku Rails C -R production. No? Oh, I need to run. Run. Rails C -R production. So if I just create a new static page called PayPal, and then I can just stick the necessary buttons in there, and it can immediately be tested.
Well, you could send it to someone.
Yeah, I can give it to the person who says that he might sign up with PayPal, and if he does, then that's like, you know, a step in the right direction. God, still, you know, the time it takes Heroku to start that up is a pain. And I could be creating the other buttons. I think he only wants to sign up for premium in the first instance. But so I can do here like s equals static page dot create, and then I have to do like title PayPal, like that. Will that work? S, I think it's already done. But so in principle, then I can go to the main site, Agile Ventures /PayPal, like that, and we'll have. Now, I guess the problem will potentially be it will end up stripping out all of the tags from it. So if we go back to edit this button and we say,
probably will strip out them.
yeah, let's see. Let's go to like that. That's fine. Save that. Okay, so we have this. Yeah, it's almost certainly gonna strip it out. Where's my thing gone? Edit. So here we can edit the HTML directly. We can see it there, but when we save it, no, it breaks it completely. But I wonder if I can get around that by if I go now, this is the same page, and I put like the body of that there, and it's nil. Do we have the? Oh, I have to s reload. S body. Can I? It's just got that thing. Why would? I guess it may. It looks like it's not. It's maybe just destroying the style sheet. Why would the image not be pulled in there? It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's like, I mean, the form is not set up to rely upon. I mean, I guess what I can do there, I can s body equals, and if I just check the there, that hasn't got any single quotes in it, has it? We could go in here and do single quotes. Stick that in.
I mean, is this secure though? I mean, thinking about this.
Is it secure?
Because you're putting it up on a wiki page.
Uh-huh.
Like
Which means that people
person
could change it.
Could like change it to point to their account.
That's true. I mean, I guess if we want to have a simple PayPal endpoint, I'm interested. Yeah, you're right. I'm kind of what to do there. That's, I guess. I do that. Okay. And it doesn't work anyway.
Yeah, I would probably expect that it wouldn't, because they don't want people to be able to, insert their own HTML.
It's weird. I mean, it's like it's done some kind of like, it's like trying to embed the. Yeah, it's done some.
I mean, we could just set up a simple endpoint.
Yeah, I mean, at the risk of overloading different bits and pieces, we could just have, for the charges controller, we could have a where's it gone?
PayPal endpoint.
Yeah. So we've got this thing, and the plan name comes in. I mean, we could. The hackiest one is just to have like a just do like def PayPal here.
Right, and set up the route so that
then,
it's like /PayPal.
Yeah. So new
charges /PayPal.
I think, do we need the route explicitly? I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up a route.
Go new file, and then here pay .html.erb.
Yeah.
And
then just insert that. Yeah.
I'm just interested to see if, so this is localhost. If we go to now, this is a charges. It won't automatically find that endpoint because it doesn't have the root. No, the action. Oh, that's interesting. It's trying to show. Oh, okay, right. So it has got what roots have we got in there for? So spec Brain roots is in config roots.rb. what do we? So we've got charges. We've got resources for charges, and we can have charges. PayPal goes to charges. PayPal via get.
I get, yeah.
Okay, and that would allow us to do this, and just has a subscribe button. And for good measure,
probably have a explanation of what's going on with it.
Absolutely. So we've got the premium thing here, and then we could just take
same text, right?
That same text there, and stick that in here, like so, and then that provides us there.
Do you want to also set up an endpoint for when they come back?
I feel like,
so it doesn't seem so random.
You know, I think for the person involved that I'm just going to reach out and do it, I would almost like rather just have this, and then they can go through the experience. And I mean, if we talk about setting up, I'm also thinking it's like 15 minutes till the scrum. There's, I mean, I guess the interesting thing is the endpoint that we currently have for if a person actually does, what they come through, it's not update, it's like create. And if they go through then we have the create page. Right, so we can't, at the moment, we can't kind of hit the page, you know, thank you for signing up, until we've done that. I mean, we could like create like a PayPal endpoint there, you know, like a PayPal complete or what have you. I feel like it's not knowing how many people are going to use this. You know, let's have them go through the vanilla experience and see what they say is confusing before we try and anticipate those other things. I mean, I guess there's an argument here of like, you know, we could just, I'm feel more like we would want to just stab in a thing here, which is to say like a feature test for that route.
So they click on it.
So we do, yeah, so this is like PayPal.feature, and then here this would be, and we get this PayPal. This is like, so via PayPal. I would like to sign up for a recurring plan via PayPal. Gosh, what the hell? It's in the wrong name for the thing. So it's like, it's almost just as trivial as this. So sign up for premium membership via PayPal. When I visit that PayPal, I should see sign me up for premium. And I guess, well, the interesting thing, what we should really do here is just click and see what it does. So if we click on it, it takes us to this. Okay. So can we like, I guess clicking on the button is just, what is it? The button is a form and it hits that. Is there what's a good, like if we're using Capybara, I mean, we can click the form. Can we click the form and check that it redirects to, you know, somewhere in the paypal.com domain?
Maybe.
Yeah, when I click subscribe, I guess, is it got like an alt, the alt thing, it's the name, submit, alt, PayPal, the safer, easier way to, because it's got an input, is a type image. I mean, if that's the, I wonder if it will pick up the like the alt button there.
I mean, the name is submit.
The name is submit, but that's like the key value. I don't think we can say it, and I click submit. It might. Really? Yeah, no, maybe it would. Right,
I thought it knew.
Well, I thought it was that's the name of it rather than the value of it. We got like a step for it. So if we go in here, like.
Well, why don't you just run it and see what it's doing? See if that broke.
Yeah, I will run it. Okay, coming in here. website 1, git status, we've got this. I want to git check out the gem file stuff because we don't need those background things. And then the cucumber features, and then we were in premium. No, we're in charges. No, features. Am I in the right place? Website 1. Yes, premium. It is premium. Okay, yeah. And then PayPal. Okay, and so it's going to run that. While that's running, I look test redirection with RSpec and Capybara Rails. Yeah, try current path should equal current URL. Can we like check it redirect to external site? Test redirects to an external URL. We can kind of control it, so it should be we can say response should direct to. Okay, we got a redirecting action there. I should be redirected to the external site. Page should have content. Oh, in your computer. The hack is to write the destination URL to the screen instead of actually redirecting only an integration test. That way, Capybara can see the destination URL, but the regular page has content. Okay, and so here we say uninitialized constant PayPal name error. Okay, I haven't removed the initializers and the other things that we generated. So we had that, delete that, and that initializer. Okay, I better just tell us sponsors. Okay, so then I should see sign me up for premium, which I guess we don't have on that page. The things that we do have on that page. So where's the page gone? One of these was, oh, that's this one. So we've gone to there. Let's just put that we see that. Right. But so I can deploy this and show this to a couple of people potentially, and then you can quickly turn around whether, like, and then if a couple of people actually use it, then we move it. So yeah, it cannot find link or button submit. Yeah, because I think it will be its name equals value. The PayPal one there. I wonder if we can use the alt tag. And there, and then I was wondering, in the existing step definitions, do we have finding path? What the hell is it called? Anything that mentions redirects? No. So we've got no checks of redirects there. That runs. So no, and then no route matches CGI bin web screwer. Interesting.
Because I think Capybara doesn't want to redirect. It doesn't want to go to an external site.
Right, and I guess then, is this, is there any other Capybara test external redirect? That Mandrake one going to be the top. We've got someone there. Using this little snippet, which drive are you using? The Raptors you can load. So I love a little snippet that will just work, but see, this one looks like that's external redirect. Is it the same thing that they're? So this is like we have to like change our application controller to do that. That's like, ugh. Hmm. 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 Not liking very many of the answers that I'm getting. What is this? This one is saying, let's hear. It's this person here. One person's upvoted it.
So someone's saying that if you use selenium,
Sure, that's kind of a bit of a ask for our CI to run exclusively with Selenium. Maybe it would do. Just, I mean, in some ways, it seems easier to check for the presence of the form with the that has that action.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Capybara check for. I mean, I should just write the bloody thing, shouldn't I? So given, and I should see. Then I should see a PayPal form and create step definition. Create all step definitions in. It's going to be I wish they would sort the charges steps. CFL form. Expect page to have content and check for form. So Cappy is it no Capybara have one check for form with action. Writing RSpec test to check form path. Assert select should have selector. That doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, that'll do it. So to have XPath, form, action, and let's take one of these is going to have the actual. So this is the place that it's hitting. PayPal form is in charge steps. Form to have this action. We're going to have a little test. Undefined method matches for true class. God, Dad.
What do you mean? What its matches?
You know, I mean, I guess it's out there. I mean, often I'm thinking that it's kind of like,
can I have XPath? It should be.
Ah.
That's like without a question mark. Yeah.
And then why
I would imagine something.
Oh,
like
okay, yeah, that's a general one. Yeah. Yes, that's worked. Okay.
Now you want to break it and see that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, I mean, of course, you know, someone can get it all undone by, you know, removing the button that you actually click on and so on. The Capybara people are a little bit. Those Capybara people. They want to test it. I mean, I guess they look like they're pure. It's like not an integration. You know, we don't support integration tests. Okay.
Well, there's a variety of RSpecs that will support that more properly, like request specs and stuff. If you wanted to.
Well, it's an interesting question there of, you know, but I see this as a high level, you know, like for me, the importance is that it's about connecting with the user stories.
Right.
You know, we could like load that page and go through and have the RSpec to it, but it's not, you know, connecting that to, anyway. Let's get this. So git add this, git commit -am, adds single PayPal endpoint for premium.
I think what you'd like to have is some of the request spec helpers available in Cucumber.
Maybe
Is what you would like.
that sounds nice. Okay, so it's time for the Scrum. So this is insert. This is 1342. Gosh, I'm going to get that on. All right, I'll maybe see you in the Scrum.
But I think their idea, the reason it doesn't work that way is because Cucumber is supposed to be only what a human interacts with, or that's what.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand the well, but the interesting thing there is that the human they get taken to the next page. They see the URL of the next page.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the Scrum maybe.
All right.